This program has been rated PG-13. It contains coarse language, violence, sexual references, nudity, and other material that may not be suitable for viewers under 13 years of age. Parental discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome to Get Ungrounded Trivia 2025. It's Sunday, February 8, 2026, and I'm your host, Boris. It's day 2 of Valentine's week. Today we will be multiplied by 1,000.
Yeah, that's right, and safety card as well, because this round will be multiplying 1,000 scores times and 5 safety cards.
So here are the new 4 contestants. Up next we have Centillion Wonderland. Up next we have Millennium Wonderland. Up next we have Weather Star 4000 Video. And finally a Zach. Let me explain the rules. There are 10 rules in Get Ungrounded Trivia 2025.
Rule number 1, do not cheat. Otherwise you will be temporarily eliminated. Rule number 2, do not argue with others. Otherwise you will be kicked off stage for 4 days. Rule number 3, do not swear at others. Otherwise you will be kicked off stage for 1 week. Rule number 4, no impersonating. Otherwise you will be permanently eliminated. Rule number 5, do not argue with the co-host or host. Otherwise you will be kicked off stage for 3 weeks straight. Rule number 6, no terrorism or raiding. Otherwise you will be permanently eliminated. Rule number 7, no spamming answers. Otherwise you will be eliminated for 2 weeks.
Rule number 8, no offensive symbols or gestures. Otherwise you will be kicked off stage for 10 days. Rule number 9, no bribing the host or co-host. Otherwise you will be eliminated for the rest of the season.
Rule number 10, respect the game's time limit. Stalling on purpose will get you temporarily eliminated for 1 round. So there are 3 things. First thing, at the end of every week, the contestant with the lowest score will be kicked off stage for an insignificant amount of time, until the next rotation. Second thing, if you argue with other contestants, you'll be on site for warning, and then you may be eliminated or kicked off stage depending on severity. Third thing, if you earn the highest score of the week, you will move on to the next Saturday and Sunday's episode. This continues every week until the week 18 final.
This round will be multiplied by 1,000 times and 5 safety cards. The score will be starts at 1 million scores.
So let's get started for Get Ungrounded Trivia 2025 questions.
Question 1. The modern Olympic Games are one of the most significant international sporting events in the world. A. Pierre de Coubertin. B. Juan Antonio Samaranch. C. Avery Brundage. D. Demetrius Viklis.
This should be, I guess, so, is the answer is A. Pierre de Coubertin.
Yeah, that is right, of Centillion Wonderland. The answer is A. Pierre de Coubertin. Pierre de Coubertin was a French educator and historian who founded the modern Olympic Games. You are ungrounded for 1 trillion years. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Question 2. The Milano-Cortina Winter Olympics mark a historic return of the Winter Games to Italy, following the 2006 Turin Olympics. Uniquely, the 2026 Games.
Is the answer is A. February 6, 2026?
Yeah, that is right, of Millennium Wonderland. The answer is A. February 6, 2026. You are ungrounded for 1 quintillion years. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Question 3. Over time, the service was discontinued as the company changed its business focus. When did Go Animate for Schools officially shut down?
Is the answer is C. June 30th, 2019.
Yeah, that is right, of Weather Star 4000. The answer is C. June 30th, 2019. Go Animate for Schools officially shut down on June 30th, 2019, marking the end of the platform's availability for educational use as the company moved away from school-based services. You are ungrounded for 1 septillion years. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Question 4. Go Animate originally offered a variety of non-business themes, such as cartoon classics and comedy world, which were widely used for casual and educational animations. In HTML5.
The answer is B, January 5, 2016?
Yeah, that is right, Zach. The answer is B, January 5, 2016. Go Animate removed its non-business legacy themes as part of the full HTML5 update. This change marked end of support. You are ungrounded for 1 duodecillion years. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Question 5. Which country has the largest part of the Amazon rainforest? A. Colombia. B. Peru. C. Brazil. D. Venezuela.
The answer is C, Brazil.
Yeah, that is right, of centillion. The answer is C, Brazil. Brazil contains the largest portion of the Amazon rainforest, about 60% of its total area. You are ungrounded for 1 quintillion years. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Question 6. Which disease is caused by the bacterium Mycobacterium tuberculosis? A. Pneumonia. B. Tuberculosis. C. Malaria. D. Cholera.
The answer is B, tuberculosis.
Yeah, that is right, of the millennium wonderland. The answer is B, tuberculosis. Tuberculosis, TB, is an infectious disease primarily affecting the lungs, caused by mycobacteriums. You are ungrounded for 1 duodecillion years. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Question 7. Who is known as the father of modern photography for inventing the daguerreotype process? A. Ansel Adams. B. Henri Cartier-Bresson. C. Louis Daguerre. D. George Eastman.
The answer is C, Louis Daguerre.
Yeah, that is right, of WeatherStar 4000. The answer is C, Louis Daguerre. Louis Daguerre invented the daguerreotype in 1839, an early photographic process that produced detailed. You are ungrounded for 1 duodecillion years.
Alright, let's move on to the next question. Question 7.5. What does ISO in photography measure? A. Shutter speed. B. Camera sensor sensitivity. C. Lens aperture. D. White balance.
Yes, it is. The answer is B, camera sensor sensitivity.
Yeah, that is right, exact. The answer is B, camera sensor sensitivity. ISO indicates a camera sensor's sensitivity to light. Higher ISO allows shooting in darker conditions. You are ungrounded for 1 quadrillion years.
Alright, let's move on to the next question. Question 8. Which lens type is typically used for capturing wide landscapes? A. Telephoto lens. B. Macro lens. C. Wide-angle lens. D. Fisheye lens.
The answer is C, wide-angle lens.
Yeah, that is right, of centillion wonderland. The answer is C, wide-angle lens. Wide-angle lenses have short focal lengths, allowing photographers to capture expansive scenes and fit more of the landscape into the frame. You are ungrounded for 1 octogentillion years. Alright, let's move on to the next and last question. Question 9. Which species became dominant on land after the end of the Paleogene period, around 23 million years ago? A. Dinosaurs. B. Amphibians. C. Mammals. D. Reptiles.
The answer is C, mammals.
Yeah, that is right, of centillion wonderland. The answer is C, mammals. After the Paleogene ended, mammals diversified and became the dominant land animals, filling ecological. You are ungrounded for 179 uncentillion years. Alright, contestants, let's move on to the score. Here's how it stands so far. Centillion has 179 uncentillion scores. Millennium has 1 duodecillion scores. WeatherStar 4000 has 1 quadrillion scores, Zach has 1 quadrillion scores. Remember, the contestant with the lowest score will be eliminated or kicked off stage. Due to inflation's and breaking economy, and beyond gogology, we're doing quadruple elimination voting. Now it's time to decide who will be eliminated this week. Anyone can share their choice. The options are, all contestants must be eliminated due to breaking economy. And here are the final votes. All contestants has over 9,999 votes due to inflation's and breaking economy across the beyond gogological limits. The contestants with their highest score will move on to next week's episode of Get Ungrounded Trivia 2025, and the contestants with the lowest score will be eliminated. So, that means the contestant who will be eliminated this week is It's all tied. Contestants are all the same. It looks like safety cards got taken during after elimination voting, so all contestant is survived and passed. Alright everyone, that's the end of Get Ungrounded Trivia 2025 for today. I hope you had a great time and a pleasant night. Who will make it to the next round? We'll find out in week 60 day 1. So whether before Valentine's Day coming next Friday. So until then, have an enjoyable and wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful night. And remember to stay ungrounded. See you next Friday for during before Valentine's Day. Good night everyone, and happy new week. So see you on February 13th.